Hello everyone, Clint here. Hope everybody is doing great today. Today I'm coming at you with an accessory for our fancy new Galaxy Watch 8 Classics. Still cruising with this watch here, still testing it out. Have not got a review on it, but I have been using some accessories, and today we are going to talk about another one from Spigen, and this is the Rugged Armor case. I have done a review for the Rugged Armor Pro already. I can link that down below if you wanted to check that one out also. The biggest difference between these two right here is this is the case only and no straps, so you won't have any bands with this one. Unfortunately, I had not ordered a band that what I would think would go with this yet, but we'll give it a shot and give it a try on here. So these are pretty simple cases. Shock resistant, so if you want to give your watch some really good protection, you can do that here. Now you are going to have to take your bands off to put this on and take it off. Now I'm personally a fan of the Pro version, if it's because I like to have the bands built in and I like them to match perfectly. So this one is going to be super simple to install. We are going to install this guy button first, maybe. There we go. And then once we get the buttons in there, then we're gonna super simple, Clint says. What the heck? Okay, so yeah, there we go. Okay, so not quite as simple as I thought, but still pretty darn easy, and gives you a cool looking watch right there. So I definitely dig that. And then after that, you're going to put your bands back on, and the band that came with this is the band that came with the watch itself. And I wouldn't personally use this with a leather band. I would get something a little bit different to match that plastic, but this will give you a good idea of what it's going to look like. So let's drop that on real quick. Give me a shout out in the comments what you guys think of this new band connector from Samsung here. I really like the one on the Ultra. This one is definitely a little bit more difficult to use, but all right. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at it there. That is what it looks on. That is what that baby looks like. I do think they still look really cool. Definitely changes the look of the nice, fancy looking watch to definitely a more rugged looking watch, hence the reason why it's called the Rugged Armor for sure. Now, being the classic here, this obviously gives us a little bit of a challenge because of the rotating bezel there, but it does always be on the left side, which I don't like, but that's okay. I've gotten over it and used to it. And then right here, it does feel really good. So yeah, that one on this particular one feels great, actually. That rotates no problem. Really good, actually. I really like how they did that. That's really good. Here on the side, let's go ahead and take a look how the buttons line in there, and they go in there perfectly, as you can see. It does make it a little bit more difficult to push them, but they are all pushable. Yeah, all nice and pushable. No problem right there. And it looks cool. Those definitely look cool coming out of there, especially because this is black and this is black, and then you got that orange popping out right there. I definitely like that a lot. And here on this side of the watch, you got the nice speaker hole right there, and then some little blingy faux carbon fiber right there. That shock resistance on the front. Here on this side, got a little bit of Spigen branding, no problem there. And you can see how the bands just kind of cruise right out of there, no problem. I like that. This is how much space you're going to have from the front to give you that protection, depending on what you're doing, if you're walking into walls and all that good stuff. And then here on the back side, you can see pretty much the same as the other side. Like I said, a little bit different band I think would be good, but the black on black looks just fine. Actually wouldn't mind a white on black personally. Go with that watch face just perfectly. I really like that. Let's go ahead and drop a different watch face on here because these do change a lot differently depending on what watch face you have on there. And for some reason, I don't have a lot. I got this like fake Nike Run Club looking one right here. Let me grab another one real quick. Here's one right here, one of my favorites, MD308. I don't know why, but I always think a big digital chunky watch face always works better with these rugged armor kind of cases here. But super, super good looking. Let's go ahead and look at the bottom of it real quick. As you can see, the sensor sits right over the top, so you're not going to have any problems there with the skin touching what it needs to. Yeah, very, very good. Very cool. So yeah, very, very cool looking. I really like that a lot. Looks like a rugged armor. Looks like what they've been designing for years and years now. I'm really curious to see if they're ever going to change that up. Oh, here's a good point here. They actually have little cutouts for you to be able to pop that your band release. Very good, very good. I appreciate that, Spigen. Makes it really, really easy to do. And then we're going to pull this off, which should be a little easier than putting it on. Yes, comes right out of there. So, you know, you want this to be able to come on and off pretty easily because I don't wear this all the time, but if I was doing something very specific that I needed some protection, I want to be able to drop it on there and then drop that baby back off. So, as you can tell, makes the watch look totally different, but really cool. Galaxy Watch 8 Classic Rugged Armor from Spigen. One of my favorites. See you on the next one.